Hi, this is Mr. Oziak here, and today I wanted to talk to you about how to succeed in your physics exam. The information that you're going to find in this video is also applicable to any other exam that you might sit, but I'm particularly interested in physics, so that's what I'm going to refer to when I'm giving this advice. So, without any further ado, there's a very simple secret to your success. And that secret is to solve exam problems. Why is it a useful way to approach learning and passing your exam? Well, when you think about any exam that you need to take, that exam contains a lot of knowledge and a lot of skill. Although the knowledge and all the skills are combined in a very particular way and packaged in those neatly designed problems. And not many other things will prepare you to solve exam problems as well as actually doing the problems that show in the exams. That's why I advocate solving exam problems as the main way of preparing for your physics exam. I would say that at this time you probably have at least 120 exam problems that have been prepared by Examinations Commission, and being familiar with those problems will definitely make you very well prepared for what's ahead of you. Having said that, I realize that there is a lot of knowledge that needs to be explored before you're able to solve some of those problems. But I would advocate that it's better to start solving those problems before you're familiar with the knowledge. Solving the problems will actually indicate to you which aspects of the knowledge are more important. And if you do a lot of them, you'll start seeing some of the patterns, you'll start seeing common ways of solving those problems, and you'll be able to identify that on the fly when the actual exam happens. If you solve the exam problems from past exam papers, you will have practiced precisely the skill that you're going to be tested on. Because you need to remember, you're not being tested on your knowledge of physics. You're being tested on your ability to solve exam papers and exam problems. So solving exam problems is the key thing that will prepare you for this exam. There are some skills for the exam that you need to be good at. There is definitely a requirement to be familiar with elementary algebra and some maybe more involved and more difficult mathematical skills like dealing with powers, logarithms, and integrals. But in the physics Leaving Cert exam, those skills are not as important. Simple algebra, manipulating equations with a single unknown will be simple enough and useful for you to pass the exam. And I just want to point out over here that when you do a lot of problems, you'll actually become an expert in solving those problems. So you will be able to identify precisely the approach and precisely the way to solve each problem as required. So there are a couple of ways I would approach it. I would pick up a number of exam problems, I would just simply solve them. And if something seemed particularly difficult in solving that problem, I would note what it is. I would try to figure out the rate limiting step, for lack of a better name, and I would try to practice that step. As I get better at that step, I will become better at solving the actual problem. And here's a key thing. We have to do problems over and over again. And the reason why you need to do it again is because the spaced repetition helps your brain to solidify memories. It helps your brain to build skills that last. So solving exam problems and doing them numerous times will simply mean that you have integrated that knowledge and you brought it really into the memory stores that are accessible and easy to use during the actual exam situation. And that's it. I'm building a resource that hopefully you'll be able to access before your exam. It's going to contain information relating to the information related to solving of the exam problems in learning physics as well as the other subjects. That website should be launching soon. So bookmark it and check it in the future. Thanks for watching this video and best of Lock-in Learning.